In this video, we're going to talk about creating custom division surfaces for curtain walls. So last year we were able to basically go in and edit this, and you could explode this form and grab those surfaces for division. Fortunately, something Revit 2017 no longer lets that happen. Darn. So we're going to have to work a little bit harder, but it's going to mean we'll just learn something new. So I'm going to cancel that. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to use in-place mass to build a form. So essentially we're going to build what we built in Rhino, this kind of big mass all over again. So to do that, first you're going to learn how to set a work plane. So you just select something. Basically what I'm going to try to do is build this rectangle here, and then build the bottom rectangle. So let's see if we can just do it without setting. So if that is highlighted, then it'll build on that surface. So down here you want to basically scroll over until you get the surface that you want highlighted. Let's see if I can tab through. Alright, so that's not going to exactly happen, so I'm going to have to set it for the bottom one. So I'm tabbing through until I hit that one, and I'm hitting the left arrow, or left mouse button. So I should have set that. Now let's see if we can build. There. I'm building another rectangle there. Okay, so I have that one, and I have that one. Hold down the control key to select both of them, and then create form. Essentially what this is going to do is it's going to basically interpret what you have grabbed. If there are like two curves, it's going to say, okay, I'm going to loft between them. If there's one curve, it's going to ask you basically, do you want me to extrude? So it tries to guess. So it has created this mass right here. So I'm going to, so we don't get confused, I'm going to tab through until I get, that's the design mass. I'm going to hide that. And so now we have this one. Alright, so I'm going to edit that new mass I just created and select one of the surfaces, and you'll see immediately this divide surface comes up. So I'm going to hit that, and you can see it immediately gets divided. So that's okay, that's pretty good, but I would really like these horizontal mullions to line up with my floors, so any tectonic expression would actually be somehow divisible by the floor heights. So I'm going to see which one of those this is. So it is being controlled by the U grid. So I'll turn that one to 1, and then I want you to see on the U, look for intersect list, and I want you to grab that. And then I'm going to select all of my levels, except for level 1 since it's not being cut through that mass. And you'll see that it creates a division at all those floors. Now I have this kind of big floor up here, so I might want to go in and change and add one more level, even though I won't have a floor. And add that. I'm going to break, ungroup the array. See if I can't move that over. Oh well, I'll line those things up later. Just ungrouping them all should be okay. Now I can move them. Alright, so now those are good. Alright, now we'll go back to my 3D view, back into the mass, grab this division surface, intersect lines, and add level 13. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then we'll add, say, 7 of these. One thing I'm not terribly happy about is the fact that it's not kind of an even divisions from here down to there. Let's see how we can fix that. So what we'll do is, one, I want to set this surface as the working plane. And I want to select the top curve, and I'm going to hit the divide. And we'll divide this by, say, 10. This is really a designer choice. And we'll set this one also. These need to be the exact same number, so whatever you choose the same. And then we'll change this B grid to 1. Alright, so now, again, this should be your working plane. And we're going to start drawing. Make sure that you have draw on work plane selected. This will probably be the default. Go ahead and have that on. And then you see that little circle with some radiating dashes around it? We want to see that. That means it's selected that point. And we want to go down here and we select that point. If you don't see the point down here, you probably have forgotten to hit draw on work plane. Then I'm hitting escape, and I'm going to do it over again. Doesn't matter which direction you're going from. Hit escape between each line. Make sure that you hit the point that is the division points. And you're using this reference line tool. What that's going to do is it's going to give a reference point just as we just as we use the floor planes, the floor levels as a reference. This is going to give us these reference lines that we're drawing out will be the same type of thing. So, alright, so I have all 10 made. Now this part's a little bit finicky, but you want to select that surface that has the divide, at least the floor level divides. And you're going to go back up to this arrow and you're going to hit, instead of intersect list, you're going to say intersects. And then you go through and you should select each one using the control key to make sure you have that plus sign on your cursor. Key. And then up here I want to say finish. And that should do it. So now you've created divisions for a custom curtain wall system. To finish this off, let's go ahead and make a custom division surface for the other side of the building. Now, so this one, we have to be very careful about making sure it has alignment to this other form going on here. So go ahead and divide surface, same way. We'll move this U down to 1. We'll go ahead and intersect list. Check all the levels. Just make sure that they're aligned. Those are. And then we'll go ahead and look at the vertical, and we'll, instead of doing even number, we'll go ahead and do it by distance. and you're looking for basically what will course out for that opening. So for me, 6 or 12 course out. You see that that's going to hit that opening. So if you did not put that in a specific place, you're probably going to want to do that. Other things that if it starts to kind of build from the left to the right, and that works great, but you may want to have control over where that grid kind of originates. Right now, if you click, see that little surface kind of looking thing right there, UV grid layout, click on it and you can tell it kind of what corner you want it to build from. Now, right now everything's kind of building, I'm not really showing much change because it's coursing out perfectly. If I change my UV, say I change this to be 10, something that doesn't quite course out, and then move my origin, you'll see kind of it pop. So now this is 10 feet, and that's kind of where the leftover is. Up here, similar, now it's shifted. So anyway, that's how you do that. And move it back to 6 feet for me. Again, make this work for your design, not for mine.